for all mankind. If you guys are feeling the content, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're not feeling it, you can hit the thumbs down. It's cool with me. Whatever choice you should make, don't forget to comment, people. Okay? And with that being said, this is your host with the most. How's everybody doing out there? If you're new here, welcome. Truly glad everybody stopped by. Let's get into it. Listen, the purpose of my videos like this, is to try to let you guys know that you can make your own. This is the way that this was supposed to be run. All right. Shout out to the good people from the chefs. Shout out to the good people. Shout out to good people. They do a lot of work. Respect them a lot. But listen, this is stock, and I actually got this fork from you guys. Okay, so as far as taking something, man, I'm never gonna do that. Me having a specific add-on doesn't mean that it's yours. There's plenty ways to get plenty things out here. All right, and I know a lot of people in the game. All right, so if you and your constituents can't keep it tight, okay, don't blame that on me. All right, I ask, I get. Okay, a lot of these builders out here, they share things. All right, so just because you see one add-on, don't mean I took yours and then put it on the stock scan and did all that. That's fool. All right, that don't mean it's somebody else's bill and I'm taking it. I do not host content. Okay, I just show you guys what it is. If I wanted to do that setup, I would have did it. But we done with that. Make your own. I'm just trying to tell, get this out here. You guys might want to make your own. Okay, because you never know when things could change. And I find this to be a little bit easier to navigate. Let's get into it, people. You guys wanted it. I got it. This is it, man. Okay? This is it. This is what I use, when I don't want to see all the clutter, when I don't want to go through all of the motions and things like that. This is what I use, okay? It is what it is. Not, you know what, and let me start by saying, I'm not trying to downplay anything. A lot of people spend a lot of time on a lot of things, stuff like that. I'm not trying to downplay anything or nothing like that. I'm just telling you, just imagine me being tired or something and I don't want nothing to load up or anything like that. This is what I'm using right here. I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions like, "Yo, hold on, how you got Jordan in the background like that?" And I'm on 0.6. I'm on a 0.6. The first thing, this is stock, and like I said, I'm not. It's stock. Somebody just made it, and I was able to pick it up. They got a Kobe one too. I don't know. I don't know what to really say about this. I went with the crew. I went with the Dragon. I went with Asgard, Marauder, Base, 720, the RD exclusive, and the Nicktoons. I went with the 8. Nothing else I can really say about this. There's nothing I can really say. Now, if you want to go stock, okay, just say if you want to go stock, my first thing would be to get a wizard. Okay, me personally, I went with Noel's joint. Okay, I went with no's because when it comes to writing the advanced settings, it was still familiar. You know, I could go to full config, do what I needed to do. Okay. I when I did this, I never did the read factor. I never did the read factor to 10, but you know, with 461, I did the 1, but I never did the read factor, but it's working great. Nothing hindering it. And if you guys want to go stock, just remember, even if you go stock, you just want to go to maintenance first. See how I've been watching stuff on here. Look, 268 megabytes. Okay, just make sure you clean all. Okay, now that might mean I need to do something in here. Let me go back and go to my settings real quick. Let's go to maintenance. Oh, okay, I got that. Now, install settings, I always talk about this. I like to keep my advanced settings. I always like to have that on. And as you can see, you know, this stuff is pretty much self-explanatory. Okay? Pretty much self-explanatory. I just went with no nations joint, you know, for the stop. We can go back there. And also, we do have the video player input stream. I have both of those enabled. Nothing too major with that. On the stock, it might be a little bit easier. Okay. And then I always go to player. I always do that. And you know, just for, you know, the sake of argument, I always like to have it on expert. Okay. Now, as far as this, same thing. And that's why I tell you, and this is stock. This is why I tell you guys to keep attention to this. Because the stock, you know, you got to work with the stock sometimes. And of course, you guys know my enable HQ scalers for scaling above. Kind of like to have mine on 100 for any device 3 gigabytes and up. I'm currently on the Shield. If I was to run stock on a 2 gigabyte device, like your NVIDIA tubes, your Fire TVs, and your cubes, I probably would just stick with 50. Or, you know, I probably would stick with 50. I don't care if I was on Wi-Fi or anything, because the RAM is not being compromised here. So, and for small end devices, 30, maybe 40, you know, because there's nothing in the background hindering it. Nothing running. Everything's ready to go. And like I said, I'm not trying to downplay what people do or anything. I'm not doing that. I'm just keeping it a being with you, you know. Like I said, when I'm tired, I come to this. One thing I need to show you guys too with the program add-ons, because I didn't go through it. You're enabled, you know, once you go to maintenance. Okay. Now, as you can see, it was just at 0. I went to a couple of things, and it went to 484 kilobytes. One thing I want you guys to know, you know, because I always say this, I always say it every video, almost every video. Even if you go with stock, after you get your Wiz, you know, you guys have, you know, you guys got to know how to get a Wiz by now. I would go with Knowles. I mean, his is pretty simple. There's a couple of other ones out there that's pretty simple. And once you go to full config, if you guys not familiar with anything else, I would start at buffer mode. Instead of having it on 2, I would have it on 1. And if you could, read buffer factor, you could leave it on 5 just like I did. It works well. Or you could try it on 10. Okay, I found out when there's a lot of things going on, when it's like a full setup, I do put it on 10. This one here, I just kept it on 5 because I was moving fast. I was like, there's nothing here anyway. But whatever you should choose to do, just make sure you guys write the file. Okay? And after you write your file, just restart your setup, man. You shouldn't have really any problems. And that's what I'm trying to say. You shouldn't really have any problems, especially when you're going to stock. If you're having problems and you're on stock, gotta be something you did wrong. Okay? Easy to get weather. I even got my weather on this. It's really not that hard. Got my weather. My favorites. I mean, it's just, you're going to move right with this. With this, you're going to move right. And especially with this, you can long press on it and go into settings. And I like going into settings, because you can get your playback mode. I haven't went into this in so long. Wow. I used to go into this, though. I used to go into this heavily. Like me, I got mine on 1080 max quality. I don't got it on this only, Don't have any of that on. Okay. I should have it on that, but, I should have it on this. But, everything's running great. And if you do something in here, just make sure you press OK, so everything can be saved. Okay? Now, you will get one more. Whenever you get any one of these things, you always get YT. You guys should know what YT is by now. I don't know, man. This is it, though. I mean, this is it. I mean, it's nothing that spectacular. It's just what works for me, on the everyday. Okay? It works for me. I never had a problem with it. No restart, no nothing. This is just what my go-to. I get tired, I go here. There's a couple other joints like the ones I told you, like the Envision, the first generation joint. There's another joint. I gotta do the vid on it before I start talking about it though, cause it's new and improved. Like the Slam Light. All of those are go-tos. Like, and the Slam Light is no different from this. The Crew used to have a joint called Slamius used to have a joint called an Itty Bitty Crew joint. I used to love that joint. It was just one thing, that's all it was. And it kind of, what happened? I'm trying to figure out why I started doing this. I just wanted to see how it worked and if I could work it the same way that I worked other people's setups. I just wanted to see. Now, the only thing that I don't have on this is the autocomplete feature. And I just haven't looked for it because I pretty much know what I want when I want it. So, I haven't even tried to get it. That's what's crazy. I should try to get it, though. I might try to get it. But, told you guys I was going to do it. I'm a man of my word. Just took me some time. I might do a live too and tell y'all why it be taking me so much time sometimes. But you know what? This is done. I already took too many ticks. Let me know how you guys like my setup. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe. But most of all, comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bells. And I call this my MJ setup. Okay? As always, like I said, I'm hoping you're having a blessed, peaceful, and a productive day. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Protons, electrons always cause explosions. Peace, y'all.